Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for Tensei Shitara Slime Datta Ken, episode 2. So I just finished recording the review for episode 1, and now I'm going to be caught up after this, so reviews will be weekly as soon as the new episodes come up pretty much. Just Monday afternoons I guess then. So yeah, tried not to in the first review to talk too much about stuff from this episode. But I loved it once again. I thought the first episode was, of course, it was the big premiere. It was a little bit better, but this was still really, really good. I love some of the comedy bits so much. I love Verudora. They're like the best character. I love Verudora so much. But they basically have 100 years left to live. They've been trapped here for 300, and they'll die when their magicules run out in about 100 more. So it's kind of good that Slime main character showed up. So Slime main character tries to eat the seal, and it doesn't work, so they're like, well, I'll just eat you, store you in my stomach, and go find a way to find more otherworlders, and also find a way to release you. And then they give each other names. Motherfucking Verudora Tempest. His reaction so good. And then the main character is Rimuru Tempest, and it was so great. I love the relationship between the two of them. It's so good. And then a little bit hard for me to keep up with all the names, but hopefully I get them all right. We saw this Kingdom of Bloomund, I think, and Guildmaster Fuse, who said they're going to go and investigate the disappearance of Verudora. So apparently the disappearance, even though they're sealed away in some cave, people can just tell. Apparently there was some big earthquake or something. We have Guildmaster Fuse and Baron Veriard, I believe. So they're talking about how the Eastern Empire, who wasn't able to pass through the forest of... they weren't able to pass through the Great Forest of Jura for some reason, because that's where Verudora was kept sealed. But now that he's not there, the Eastern Empire might be able to pass through and attack and try to conquer where they are. So, again, setting up a lot of development for the future here. But Rimuru is so freaking cute. It's the most adorable thing. I hope we see a lot more slime form, even when they get that humanoid form we've seen in the opening, because they are just so adorable. They go around learning new skills. They get water manipulation. They eat a black serpent to get sensing heat and breathing poison. Then taking down other... I think it's going to be cool if Rimuru just transforms into a bunch of these monsters all the time. But also getting the abilities Body Armor, Paralysis Breath, Sticky, and Steel Threads. So they're basically Spider-Man now as well. Drain, Ultrasonic Wave, and can now use the Ultrasonic Wave to be able to speak. Then after several weeks, they finally find the exit. Adventurers coming in. That was really funny. All the stuff with the Adventurers was funny. And they explained the language barrier, actually, about how what they mean from their words gets through to him because of magic sense. And because of magic sense and the ultrasonic waves, his meaning gets through to them, basically allowing him to speak their language and understand their language, even though he doesn't, actually in his real life before this. So basically explained how he can suddenly speak their language, which is great. Then we meet the Gabuchin. And they're adorable. So I love that when he yells at them at first, he's like, I must have thought too hard. All of that was really great. They say that their god disappeared, so for some reason Verudora was their god, and somehow he kept monsters from attacking, but now that he's gone, monsters have been attacking now. We learn about the crazy aura that's been surrounding Rimuru the whole time, that they can draw in and stop from escaping now, so that they don't just terrify everyone. And I love how Rimuru goes full Isekai Mao to Shokan Shoujo no Dore Majutsu with the Diablo. He went full Diablo with his speech to them. It was all really good. And I love how he was like, wait, I love how he has the realization, and I didn't really realize it, so it was funny having it brought up, where he was like, wait, so I've been leaking out this crazy aura this whole time? what were those adventurers doing then? Because they didn't see him at all. It was so good. We learn about how the dire wolves have killed most of the goblins' warriors, including like their big great warrior who's been protecting the place. How there's only, I think, about 60 of them left that can fight. And there's 100 dire wolves out there, when dire wolves are already stronger creatures to begin with, that it takes many of them to take down one dire wolf. So all of that was really, really good, and we end with, of course, Rimuru deciding, okay, I'm going to help you guys fight back, and becoming the leader of the goblins. So, yeah, it was really fun and creative, just like the first episode. I love Verudora, so good. And there's a lot of great setup. We learn all of these new powers. We get set up for those adventurers who might not ever appear again and might not be important again, but one of the guys' designs, I was like, oh, that's not an important character, but the other two had me guessing, because the other two had kind of good designs where I was like, are they going to show up again? I can't tell if they're recurring characters or if they're background nobodies. That could be set up. We have set up with the Eastern Empire and what could be going on there, and a lot of other things. But I'm excited to see his relationship with these goblins, especially given there's that one really cute one in the opening. But yeah, guess that's about it for this. As a score, I would give it an 8. I'd give it 8 new skills out of 10. So that's it. I enjoyed it once again. Very short review because I just did the first episodes where I talked about most of the general stuff. One thing I will say though, I saw some light novel readers saying that this is kind of a slow adaptation, that at least for these first 2 episodes, I think they said they've only gone like 1 chapter an episode. So that's kind of normal sometimes, that the first few episodes will take things slow and only adapt 1 chapter at a time, or sometimes the first few chapters of a series are longer anyway, so they work better for 1 episode. So I'm interested to see if this pacing will continue or if it'll pick up a little bit in the future. But yeah, I thought this was good either way. So 8 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this episode, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more. Tensei Shitara slimed out again. Subscribe for that. Yeah, follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there on stuff for the channel. Oh, also I said it in my other reviews and stuff. I am reviewing Index 3 and Zombieland Saga this season as well, so sub for them if you want. And tons of other stuff on the channel. But follow on Twitter, like I said, and I'll keep you updated there and stuff for the channel or talk to you there. And if you want a link to the Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord, it's free and open for anybody, so all of us can talk about this stuff. So, well, yeah, if you want a link, just ask and I'll give you one. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.